just made this intro and we have to make another one?
Yes.
Oh.
Always evolving. Keep moving forward.
All right. Now that you've heard Joe shit all over our theme, let's get started.
Keep moving forward.
We got.
Remember how we
Stay
talked
on that
about
grind.
sound check? We talked about sound check.
I know. I
We're
just wanted
still
to blow
doing
that
that?
shit out of the water.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, you don't mess with me. I've had a cherry vanilla Coke. Son.
Oh my god.
And the three and the four of us have been properly caffeinated.
We caffeinated.
All right.
We're living our...
This is CR Game Room. Thanks for everyone coming in. Be sure to click the like button if you like what we're talking about. If you don't like it, dislike it. You know, we'll get the picture.
Like it sarcastically.
Yeah.
Like it a little bit.
Give us a
Just little
sarcastic thumbs up. We already got 2 in there. The sarcasm is real tonight. I'm feeling it.
Likes for Mike, I think we should say.
You know what? Likes for me.
There it is.
It's my
There it
birthday
is.
tomorrow. There it is.
Oh, yeah, everybody give a round of applause to the birthday boy.
Robert's
Happy birthday.
Robert's turning 38.
I'm this mini.
Oh.
He
You're
doesn't-
handsy?
he doesn't-
You're handsy?
He doesn't know how to count.
No, Hensley. I don't know how to count. I lost my ability to count in the war.
So now you just live your life a quarter mile at a time?
That's how I do it, you know, because everyone's family.
And looking for that electric boogaloo, because you guys always talk about that.
It's my birthday part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Bro, Chris, do you still not get that? Do you not get the joke?
No, I get it. It's just you guys have
Okay.
done it like 100 times.
then-
So that's why I'm trying to kill it.
Oh,
Anything this sequel is going to be,
The electric
number
boogaloo.
2, Electric Boogaloo.
All right, so this week we're going to be talking about the tournament, how things are going. We've done a little bit of prep on that. I think we've crunched the numbers. We have all the invitees in there, and we have a few that might have an issue showing up, so we still have a few alternates that are ready to go, but we've already informed them. One of them's on stream right now.
Who is it? Is it
It's
me?
this guy. Wait, this guy. It's Rob. Rob,
No.
right there.
Rob,
Oh,
so
God.
far from being an alternate, it's not even funny.
The birthday boy. Oh, so it's you, Chris, right?
No.
Oh.
Mike's
could
already
it
in
be?
it. Mark's already in it, so I guess it kind of has to be you, Joe.
Oh, does it have to be me?
Is Joe really an alt? Did he make it?
He was number 2.
I am
Oh.
I am the first alternate. Yes.
Yeah. For my birthday, all I want is for you to win the whole thing. So
there we go.
if you don't do it, it's over.
He's lost faith.
I lost faith.
His
in
birthday
humanity.
is ruined.
Yeah, birthday's ruined, dude. Don't do it.
Don't worry, it gets ruined every year, so no pressure.
It's just another day.
Did I just ruin it with my shitty internet connection? I'm
You
pretty sure.
ruined it. Yeah, you freaked out there for a
Ruined.
second. I was like, man, we just made him
Ruined.
speechless for once.
And Jazzy, I set you and Ryan up in a chat room on Discord, so you guys can chat together and figure out what you want for the raffle.
Oh, thanks,
Aw.
Dad. Isn't he a kind and gentle soul?
Yes.
I did it for you.
Well, they both did not know how to contact each other, so I facilitated that. But yeah. So yeah, that's the status of the tournament so far. People will be able to see the tournaments more soon because it's just you can't see the teams because we're trying to keep everyone from copying each other. The only 2 people in the tournament that can really see a lot of them is because they're part of the channel is Mike and Ben doesn't care what other people play, and Mike is not a scumbag. So
Oh,
I have a little bit of a scumbag.
but he is a teenage dirtbag though. So there's that.
oh my god.
Come listen to
I never
what you're
agree with that.
needing, baby, with me.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right.
copyright. Oh crap! I just screwed.
Yeah,
I
don't
just
worry.
screwed that
We're not
up.
making money off this video. Don't worry.
They'll pay us.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
no, J-Biz won't be
Wait, what does that mean?
in the tournament, I guess.
Oh, I think he's one of the ones that had to drop. So, I think that's a
Oh.
no.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, that really does suck.
I think
That is-
the first alternate took his place already. Oh wait, no. Well, we'll have
Oh.
to.
He's not rooting for Jocelyn.
Oh.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
Oh,
He's just
well.
playing though. It's okay.
All right. So I'm totally just flustered now. All right.
No. We've got it. We've got Ryan saving our neck here.
Ryan is in
Reg,
chat saving the day.
Reg took his place.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
So I am still not in it,
You're
and
not in
I
it.
think to some people that's a good thing.
To me, yeah. I didn't want to live with that disappointment.
I was
for my
hoping
birthday.
you're going to be District 9's champion. So I'm kind of sad about that.
District 9. Or what are we, a bunch of aliens?
I volunteer for tribute.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. So just a little known fact, we are going to Worlds as a channel. I think everyone except for Ryan and most likely Ben, because Ben's
Nats. We're going to Nats as a channel.
where's
Yeah.
that at?
It's Nats.
Columbus, Ohio.
In Columbus, Ohio, on June the second weekend of June or the third weekend,
The
Mike?
17th.
I believe it's the
17th,
17th
so
to
it's
the
the third
21st.
weekend.
My
and
family
then Worlds.
reunion's the week before.
Oh, nice.
So
Is it in Nebraska?
no. It's here, and I'm expected to go. I guess I don't know, but we'll see. I didn't know about it till like literally today.
Nice. Surprise.
And we're gonna try as a channel to go to Worlds again, just for the simple fact we had a blast last time, and we'd like to help out with coverage as much as we can, and
Yeah.
we want to try to get, even if it's just us all playing, get a live 2-team takedown tournament going.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty amazing. So
And
Live
I'm pretty
in
sure this Ryan's going to be going to Worlds. I'm not speaking for him, but I'm pretty sure he is because they do want the same broadcast quality back. And if that's going to happen, it's got to be Ryan.
Gotta be the right guy. That's what they call him.
He's the man.
and if we can stream, we're gonna try to stream ourselves at Nats. Ryan can probably show us how to do the setup, and we could probably get going from that. But we may not be
depending on
allowed.
how good, depending on how good the connectivity is over there too.
True.
'Cause
Hell yeah.
it was not that great, and they actually had to hook Armada and them up to Hardline.
Oh,
Hardline tubing.
the hard line.
The Hardline.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. Sounds fun.
So, and yeah, if DM Ramada had a video where he announced everything was going on for the world. So if you go watch his video and put in the comments that you want 2-team takedown to take place, Joe's already done it. I've watched it. I'm going to put that in there. I just wanted to make sure that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, Ryan, I thought so. He's saying that they were on guest Wi-Fi the whole time. That's amazing because
That's awesome.
that stream was actually solid. It
I mean,
was 0 dropped.
Yeah, it didn't go down like their main one, but that's neither here nor
Well, that's
there.
also because that's also because their main one had a not so great setup, and they didn't have Ryan there.
I believe their stream machine kind of almost burnt to the ground because it got so hot.
That was the consensus. Yes.
It smelled like smoke in the hall.
Is that plastic burning?
Yeah.
So, wow, that's insane. Clicks was on the hard line, which, yeah,
Wow.
probably.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Not hard enough, apparently.
Two-team takedown at Worlds would be the bomb.
Yes.
Let's actually make that hashtag. Let's get that thing trending.
All right.
Nice plug there,
Yeah,
Bodie.
definitely.
Social media
Yeah.
manager, go ahead.
Oh yeah, let me just do that right now.
Make it trend
Hashtag two-team
right now.
takedowns at Worlds.
I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right meow. Everybody, if you have Twitter, if you have well, I don't have Instagram. Sorry, I'm not
That
that cool.
IG?
I don't have that
You
IG.
gotta get on
Yes,
there. dude.
Jocelyn, you do have the best ice bags out there.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, everybody's taking this opportunity to plug. You
Let's
guys
just
are such
hashtag.
savages.
Hashtag the hashtag. Huh?
Support that community, folks.
I know I'll be sporting a Jocelyn bag. That sounds
I will
weird,
too.
but yeah.
Inappropriate.
But
I'll be rolling in there with mine.
Yep, ditto.
and
Wait.
one thing I wanted to say for at an event for 2-team takedown, you could have the top loaders and put two cards in there, one front, one back, so you could just flip it when you switch teams. That's my idea for that.
That's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
that just blew my mind. I don't know how you came up with
Are
that.
you still talking? If your mind's blown.
I don't know.
All right.
Sometimes it does.
My bad.
All right. All right. So
So much soda tonight. Oh my god.
I didn't have any soda.
I had a lot.
Yeah.
I just
And that is why you are a loser.
What?
I'm just playing.
Whoa.
That was
Now
mean.
let's use a
That
flip
was
card.
really mean.
That was rude, dude.
Oh my
No more
gosh.
vanilla Coke for you.
All right. Well,
Joe's
I'm
one
gonna-
rude dude.
I guess I'm out. I'll see you guys later.
Don't leave. You'll mess up the screen. All right. So yeah, if you go to the Nats or go to Worlds, be sure to just come by and say hi and say who you are, and we'll say who we are, and
Say hi.
we'll do the proper introduction. And Robert will probably do more than sit at a table looking at cards. I can't guarantee anything.
if you see me, guarantee I'm gonna come up, say hi, give you a hug, and hopefully
I will slam beers. I slammed a lot of beers when we were there.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he did.
It was so good.
What was it? Was it Friday? No, Friday. You were too damn tired. It was Saturday that you were buzzing in the afternoon.
It was so good.
Me and him went into the lounge, and we're just sitting there because there was nothing to do for us because we officially
'Cause we
lost
suck so
everything.
bad.
Yeah. And he was just drinking, and I was just sitting there falling asleep, and that was it. We're old.
That was good.
Well, I'm old,
Yeah.
but
They
it
were
was
so
fun.
old that they slept in on Friday morning. That was how old they are.
Yeah. Can
And
do it,
everybody
man.
else.
Well,
Everybody
we didn't
else
get
went
to
the
sleep
global
on the
escalation.
drive
Yeah,
home. On the drive over there.
yeah, someone slept in the back seat the whole entire time, hitting the back of the chairs. I don't know who that was, but yeah.
Hey, I mean, I got third place in the global escalation tournament.
what?
Thanks
But
to
you
that
didn't get
beauty
first, Joe. You didn't get first.
I didn't get first because of Laurier's team. That's why I didn't get. No, I didn't get first because I botched that roll on turn 2. Can you believe that? The game was over in 3 turns, one way or another.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it is.
I believe it.
But yeah,
so-
like Laurier can tell you the same thing. If I didn't miss that roll, that was game for him, and because I missed it, that was game for me.
Yeah, Ryan makes a good point. If you're not first, you're last. Okay.
Hey, I take whatever small victories I can get.
All I know is I got some yellow dice out of the tournament, and it was because of you, and I'm definitely happy about that.
You're welcome.
Me too. I don't know where. I think I got it for Laurier.
I got.
Yeah, you got it
total
from
of-
Laurier.
I got a total of 4 sets that I was able to help everybody out with.
That's awesome.
So
I think we have some. Do we have extra for prize support? or
we
do
have
give those
extra
out?
for prize support from Ryan himself.
Awesome, Ryan. Thank you.
All right.
So there you go. All right.
And yes, I would love to have custom card sleeves for my cards, Reg.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
And those in the Invitational, you have until the 21st to enter your teams, and gameplay will start on Monday. So
Ooh, that's next week.
yes, it is.
24th. 24th Monday?
Yassel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
That freaking meme was so hilarious, by the way.
Yes. Okay. So
All
what's
right.
next? What else are we talking about?
We're probably going to be talking about something that no one wants to hear in our audience, but we've been chomping at the bit to talk about it.
Wait, we didn't talk about Gauntlet, the
Gaunt-
new Gauntlet set.
Yeah, buddy.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did.
That's
All right. All right.
It's on there. It's on there.
All
it's
right.
on there. It was
Chris,
on the forum.
come on.
All
You
right.
yourself are the one who made it.
No, I didn't make this one. This is Robert and Mike.
Oh, you guys added that. You
Yeah.
sneaky little
This was
clever
Rob.
girl.
Yeah.
I added the dates.
All right, so this is something that we our audience will want to know.
Yeah. Stick around,
I
please.
was reel it back. Reel it back.
Okay.
All right.
Tell me about this new Gauntlet set.
I don't know anything about it. You put it in there. I didn't.
Tell me
Ooh,
about the
boy.
set,
Okay.
Chris.
All right. Here we go.
I didn't. Even, I don't know so
Alright.
much that I didn't even see the words.
No,
I'm ready for it.
We're looking for Pip the Troll.
There we go.
I'm
All
ready
right.
for it. Okay, we've
Do
got
it.
new affiliations, and that is Infinity Watch. Okay.
Oh.
And they also have really good keyword abilities too. They have Rush, which is amazing. So just an example,
What a rush.
the rare Star Lord has Rush Shield, and that means that whenever you roll him and another Shield character during your clear and draw step. And you roll and whenever you pull him and another shield character during your roll and reroll step, after your roll and a reroll, you get to assign call out to 2 characters.
Oh,
Isn't
that
that
sounds dirty.
freaking for just drawing him and another shield character? You get to, or no, I'm sorry, it's another Guardians character. You get to give call out to 2 characters. So
Ooh.
if you have 2 sidekicks out, you get to boom right there.
Is that
But you
the
can only
preview
you can
draft
only
last year?
Yep.
Okay.
oh. But you
Okay.
can
So
only activate the ability if you say, "I'm calling you out." You have
oh,
to
there
say
you
it like
go.
that every time.
The rare
Twice.
Spider-Man is actually amazing. Oh, I forgot. We got the Black Order. That's completely right. Thank you, Armada. He's in the chat. That's a beautiful avatar, by the way. So Armada was quick to point out we have the Black Order, we have Infinity Watch,
The
we
avatar's his
have
face, by the way.
huh?
The avatar is
No,
his
no, no.
face.
His pick on for his
Oh.
thing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about his avatar for the chat. I was like, it's just his
No.
face, bro. All right.
She
my
said,
face.
"Thanks, it's my face."
It's his beautiful. It's his beautiful face. He made a comment about my power stance from our worlds pick. So he
Oh.
was trolling me, and he was trolling me in our chat about that. All right. So we've got rush as a new keyword that is effective during your clear and draw step, which is amazing. You get to have a benefit just for drawing a die and another die of the same affiliation or energy type. That is insane to me. That is next level stuff right there. So there's 3 cards that we know of that have been previewed. That one of them is Pip the Troll. The other one is, I believe it's one of the Spider-Men, and another one is it's either a collector or another uncommon. But when they're fielded, you get to send dice to the use pile, just automatically. There's no re-rolling involved. You just send the dice to the use pile.
What?
Yes.
Robert, do you have all the preview cards that we got last year?
That's what I'm looking for right now. I do have
So,
these.
and then what I'm most excited about is the collector. So each of the rarities has HXG Global on it, but even the common collector, which is a 6 cost, has a when fielded character from your use pile on level 1.
I don't know if we can show those preview cards on stream, by the way.
Why not?
I don't know if...
They've been everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Just making
So
sure.
we were given permission to share them and post them during Worlds, which means that from Worlds and on, we are given permission
Okay.
to share them.
All right, I just don't want to get in any trouble. All right.
No, that's fair. Armada himself confirmed you can. And then the rare collector has this amazing ability when fielded. You get to pull a die from their card and field it on level 1, just as it's fielded. It's amazing.
So you can't do any shenanigans on their turn, though.
You can't do any shenanigans on their turn, but the rare, uncommon, and common all have these amazing abilities in addition to that awesome HXG global.
Yeah, I don't know where they are.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's the new PXG sidekick global. That's what I was getting wrong. So
you
then
killed the sidekick, right?
yes, you filled the sidekick from your use pile for 1 mask. Thank you so much.
That's right.
So it is amazing. And okay, and then the other thing I was excited about was the super rare Thor. He has the same ability that he did. He has the same global that he did. Each version of Thor has the same global from Avengers Infinity as it was the action reducer pay a bolt. And then yes, we will get you on actually.
Who?
It's when I believe it's when fielded. Reg, don't quote me on that because I did actually draft with all 3 of them, but I had to pass up the rare in favor of the common and the uncommon because they were just too good. Ben actually has those cards. So yeah, but they are amazing.
Me and Shadow were drafting next to each other, and we were trying to like mess with each other the whole entire time. And I think I got him to pass something he didn't want to pass, and I passed something I didn't want to. I can't remember, but yeah, we were messing with each other the whole entire time. It was ridiculous. And I wish I didn't pass that rare collector.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. It's a really good one.
I don't know where they're at.
So the rare or the collector's 6 cost for the common 5 costs for the uncommon, and I believe 6 costs for the rare.
Yeah,
But
they're
yeah,
pretty expensive.
I'm hyped for that. But also the Thor, the common and the super rare that I saw, the common was a 5 cost with just the global ability, but he still had those awesome beefy stats, so that's really good.
Nice.
And then the 5 cost rare for the collector, which is even better, I think. And then the super rare had his global ability, and also I want to say, um, man, I have it in my head.
Boom.
Oh wait, what was that?
Poker night.
Oh yeah, the new basic action,
That was a weird card.
but fun,
Yeah.
weird but fun. You care to
Poker
read
night.
Poker Night for us?
Poker night is a 3-cost basic action that says gain 1 life. You and your opponent each roll a die from your use pile. Each player who rolls a character face gains 1 life. Return those dice to the use pile. You may only use 1 copy of Poker Night each turn. So, I don't think it's that great.
Yeah, it's not. um,
Very nefarious broadcast. The cool thing about these is the draft packs come with 3 basic actions.
yeah.
Yes. So new way that they're gonna do the format is that they now come with 3 basic actions. They also increase the rarities that are gonna be in there, and so unfortunately they went back to the AVX way of distributing the rarities. That you'll see a super rare take up the space of a rare slot most of the time. So you'll get a super rare, either a super rare or a rare. Sometimes you'll be lucky enough to get both, but then that rare will be taking the place of an uncommon if it happens.
I'm not against it.
So, I mean, those your chances are better at winning these types of lotteries than they were with TOA or Thor draft packs.
Let's go.
So the super rare Thor, I'm trying to remember if he had the super rare dragon, red dragon ability where you get to double the actions. I think that's what he had.
So the Thor that I have is called Scion of All Asgard. It's a 5-cost bolt, and it has a global that says pay a bolt.
Yep.
Once per turn, the next action die you purchase this turn costs 2 less to a minimum of 1.
Yeah, so that's the Avengers Infinity version, but the super rare is a 6 cost bolt character, and it has that same global, and it also has an amazing ability that I just loved, and he's one of the chased rares that I want to get. That and a foil and full art investigation. Also, for those of you who don't know, they are doing every single basic action. You have a chance of getting a full art textless foil version. They're only coming in. All the full arts are only in foil.
Ooh,
I don't know how I
want that
feel about that.
investigation. I want the investigation so much.
Me too.
I don't know how I feel because it's already hard enough getting all the cards in the set out of a draft pack, and I just feel like that's just adding more and more
It's
to
time
it.
to start the
That's
trade.
what it was. Okay, the super rare Thor deals 2 damage when you field a character. Each time you field
Oh,
a
nice. Good
character,
looking at Reg.
2 damage. Thank you so
Jesus.
much,
Ooh,
DM Armada and Reg.
that's like
Like,
red
I was-
in Magic.
Yeah, but it's like Perforos.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited for that super rare Thor. He's one of the chase rares that I want, along with the rare collector and the foil full art investigation. That's really all I'm looking for out of that set. The other cards are great. Don't get me wrong. I played
Doesn't
with
sound like it.
no. I played with the Drax that's fielded for free if you have another Infinity Watch character active, and that Drax has the stats from Age of Ultron. He's the one with the ridiculously high fielding costs, but like he's a two cost to purchase.
Yeah.
And then he has like these really high also Pip. Yeah. Let's talk about Pip.
Tell me about Pip. Please talk about it.
Tell us about the troll.
So Pip the Troll is a I want to say the rare version is when he's fielded, send 2 dice to their owner's use pile.
Yeah, they will.
You have what?
Pip will cause table flips.
Table flips. I'm like, yeah.
Send 2 dice back to the use pile, or from the field to the use pile.
All right.
I'm not against it. I
But
hate it.
It's without rerolls though.
Wait, what?
There it is.
Say it again.
You just do it. You just send
Do
the
it.
dice to the use pile. There's no rerolling.
Why do you hate everybody?
No. There's, like I said, there's 3 cards.
There's 3 cards to do it.
There's 3 cards that have that effect,
Is
and
it
Pip the Troll is the best one.
exiled to the Shadow Realm?
It's just you send a die from the field zone to the use pile. Like I said, lots of crazy new abilities, lots of crazy stuff crazy keywords that you have a hard time interacting with, like rush. You can't really interact with a rush keyword outside of blanking them, which we will be getting new blankers, quote unquote, but not shriek.
I don't think there should have been a Shriek in the first place anyways, so.
Shriek is good.
She's too
Okay,
powerful. Without
so the
something
Kang-
being fielded? That's ridiculous.
The Kang Global, I'm not so much a fan of. It's like the Mara Global, only it's 1 higher. So it's for every 6 points of damage that would be dealt to you, reduce it down to 3 for a
That's
mask.
not bad with God Catchers running wild and these big WWE characters
Right,
that are out.
but Big E
Dope.
can turn that 6+ into 2
Yeah,
Turn
and
that frown
that's
upside
also
down.
true. Yeah,
and flip it. Yeah, there.
yeah. But you got to roll them and you got to get them in the field.
Give a drafter an opportunity if they were playing some constructive they haven't gotten the WWE set yet.
Yes.
So.
Oh yeah, yeah. So in draft, I think this is going to be one of the best draft sets, and I'm saying that knowing that Thor was a good draft set and TOA was the best draft set in my opinion.
It was really good.
If it had 3 basic actions, I think it would have been a really great set.
But this is going to be like over the top, like crazy good, one of the best limited environments. There's so much to talk about with that set coming out.
Do we have a resource for all of these cards yet? I
remember
Truby updated.
Oh, did he?
I think so.
And
Yeah.
the thing, I remember. I think it was Jocelyn was compiling.
So
and,
the spoilers
Jordo?
have appeared on. They have appeared on the Dice Masters of the Great North, and they also have appeared on
Steven too, nice.
DM Armada's page, and they've also appeared. Some of them have appeared on the MOD page.
Yeah, Brit Roller 6.
So you can find them collectively throughout those different sites. I don't think anybody has like a master database. Just what they've seen and shared or had shared to them.
Wow, everyone's pretty good about sharing, so eventually.
But sharing is caring.
Nice.
So technically, I believe we do have everything spoiled in that set because we were waiting on 3 more, and 2 of them were Moon Knight and one of them was the Pip the Troll.
Oh.
So yes, actually, so let's give a plug to DM Armada's Facebook page. He has in an album every spoiled card
ever made.
So if y'all want to go there, in fact, I'm gonna do that right now to refresh
Hold
my
your
knowledge
nose.
because it's been about 2.5 to 3 months since I last saw them, and I'm still geeking out about them.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of them.
Either do I.
Yeah,
Oh man,
that's the problem with like spoiling these cards so early.
So
like,
early, yeah.
You get excited about them, but like they're not around, and you forget about them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to focus on the D&D and the WWE pack. I haven't really played anything of those yet.
Whenever I see the spoiled cards, I'm like, put that shit in my hand. And it's like, no. No.
Do you have them yet? No. 3 months?
The record scratches, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's
that go again?
That's not how records sound at all. All right.
I completely forgot about Hella, my girl.
Hella.
Oh, there's a new Hella too?
Yeah, buddy. She
Those
has
are Hella spoilers.
She has when fielded reroll target character die on her on her uncommon. She also has a global that says pay 2 generic. Prep a sidekick die from your bag.
Ooh.
For 2 generic, and it's not once per turn, ladies and gents.
Wow.
It's not once per turn.
Prep
That's pretty cool.
a sidekick?
Prep a sidekick die from your bag. Where's that collector at?
I really
rare
gotta
collector?
see this
I just
rare
put the rare
Spider-Man,
collector in
Jocelyn.
Put it away.
So,
it has awaken, and whenever you do awaken, you get to field a character for 3 or less.
there it is.
Yeah.
That rare
Pretty
collector
good.
is amazing.
All right.
I could literally spend all night talking about these, but
We can do that another night.
Yeah, like
There's plenty of stuff to talk
we're
about.
more prepared for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll try to get and talk about the spoilers soon enough. Um, and I'll try to get more into that and just look at them and see what I think. I tend to not look into the spoilers that much because I like to be surprised when I get them. I like it to be like Christmas,
Okay.
even though I don't spend like Christmas.
So the minor correction to what I was saying about the rare Star Lord.
Come on.
His Energize ability is up to 2 target character dice gain call out. He also has Rush, non-Star Lord Guardians. If you draw this die during your clear and draw step, draw and roll an extra die for each Guardian die.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guardian Swarm. I like it.
All right.
It's pretty good. Sweet. So yeah, we'll get into spoilers on maybe next week, the following week.
Some week.
One of these weeks. Maybe closer to when the set actually is going to drop.
Yeah.
That'll be months from now.
Yeah. But, give us something to talk about.
Give us
people going.
Get people a refresher of what the cards do would be nice also.
Yeah.
And we'll try to get DM Armada on to talk about it and all that.
Yes. Like Jocelyn said, she's still getting familiar with WWE and D&D, just like Mike said earlier. Yeah.
I think those sets need to have a time to shine before we start going crazy on those sets. Sets.
Speaking of...
Let me figure these out first, and I'll get to the rest later.
Speaking of shine, Mike and I, real quick plug, the video will be coming out soon, as soon as we can get that cleaned up. Mike and I did some testing with some newer dice, and you might have seen them appear on last night's WDA. But we tested some new WWE and D&D dice in a nice little video that we made. So look for it.
Soon enough.
As soon as I can get it edited.
Spoilers, a player lost 18 life in one turn.
Nice.
It's
probably me.
Kind of giving away everything there, but yeah.
Yeah. Stay tuned to the
No, I just said a player lost 18 life in one turn. That's all.
Yeah, it was me. I wasn't even playing, and it was me.
Yeah.
It was Rob.
Yeah.
Rob doesn't even have to sit down and play.
I don't. I just lose automatically. Like, hey, you want to play Dice Masters? Sure, you lost. God damn it.
I'm
That's
scoop.
just how it goes. Yep, scoop.
All right, so we're going to be moving on to the next subject. And sorry for everyone, but we've been trying to talk about this for like 2 weeks now. And really interesting, exciting games happened of Commander.
Transition.
Really good games.
So,
yeah. If you keep up with the channel and you click that little bell for notifications, you probably saw that a couple of videos came out over the past few weeks of Along Came a Commander. We put out a Pioneer Brawl deck, which is our own special sauce format that we created ourselves. Nobody else. It was our own original idea. Don't steal it.
It sounds sarcastic when you say that
fun.
every single time.
It's true, though. It really is.
It was a good format. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun, and it went way longer than it had to. And also, we put out another video showcasing our mono color commanders, which was the second episode that we put out last week, I believe. Yeah, why don't we talk about that stuff? So we could talk about the first game. This game was about, an hour and 50 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
I believe so.
It was long for no reason.
It was an hour longer than it needed to be.
Does anyone want to take a guess why it was an extra hour long?
Rob.
Yeah.
What happened?
What? You don't have Rob rolls in Magic. What's your excuse now?
I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
That's my excuse, Rob. That's my excuse.
Yeah, so it's a Commander game, or it's a Pioneer Brawl deck. It's similar to Commander. But, yeah, there was a turn where I could have ultimated my Liliana, the Dreadhorde General. Is that the name of that card?
Yeah.
Where once I do that, I make everybody sacrifice everything except for one of each type. So if you have 10 lands, now you only have one. If you have 10 creatures, now you only have one. So it basically locks everyone out the game at that point, unless they just have one super OP card on the field, which I don't know if that's a thing or not.
Oh, it is, but...
So I could have done that. And
Wait, hold on. Before you say how terrible of a move that was, what play
Spoiler.
did you do instead?
Okay.
You made everybody sacrifice.
I made everyone sacrifice 2 creatures just so I could draw a
Which
card.
it was just
Because of
Joe
the
and Mike.
threat. Because of the threat of Mike, though.
Yeah.
Mike was very
once
threatening. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's threatening.
I didn't have
Okay.
one damn creature out on the field. It didn't hurt me at all.
So before we continue, Steven asked us, what is Pioneer Brawl?
Mm-hmm.
So, Brawl is a format in which
Standard cards are played for Magic, which it's the sets that are legal in. Basically, goes back to Guilds of Ravnica forward to the current set that just came out.
It's a 2-year rotation.
Yeah,
of the
year and
current
a half,
formats.
2 year to year and a half rotation period, depending on the set when it's released.
is
'Cause-
basically that whatever is
Thank you,
standard at the
Jocelyn.
moment is Pioneer.
Yeah,
Right.
Pioneer
No,
also
no,
goes back to
Brawl.
Ravnica, Return to Ravnica.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So Brawl is a 60-card singleton format, meaning you can only have one copy of each non-basic land card, and it has a commander set up just like the rules in Commander. The difference is that everybody starts off at 20 life,
30.
or I'm sorry, 30 life, and it's only using the card pool from the current standard. What we did was we modified that, extended the card pool out to Pioneer. Pioneer is a separate format from Standard and Modern in that it starts at the Return to Ravnica block, and goes all the way forward. So it's like a 7-year version of Modern, whereas Modern's a 20-year version of Magic.
Yep.
So we came up with the idea. I said, you know what, let's do, because Brawl is great. Brawl is a lot of fun because it's a 60-card singleton deck, which is a lot shorter a game than
Should be.
100 card. Yeah,
Technically.
100 card singleton, and with a limited card pool, there's only so much you can do, but still be creative with it. So out of that limited card pool, we just expanded it to Pioneer,
And we had both
kept,
ban lists from both things.
Yes.
Oh, that was terrible.
we had both ban lists from Pioneer and current Standard, which, I mean, it was significant for my deck because my deck was going to be able to benefit off of using Field of the Dead or Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. The Dirtily deck did some great things because we didn't do anything about it.
Because I allowed it.
Well, the deal is that
It does
there's
have a
only-
commander, Steven. It could be a planeswalker or a legendary creature.
Yeah, that's the other benefit about Brawl is that rather than the usual restrictions of having a legendary creature as your commander, Brawl allows legendary planeswalkers as your commander.
Which they're
Which I
quote
took-
unquote creatures also, as far as nomenclature, as far as
The story goes.
Yeah, but as far as commander and formats like that, they have their own subset, which they can't be your commander, but in Brawl they can.
So it was a neat, unique idea. Nobody else has done it. That's why Rob was bringing it up. Nobody else has done it. We actually came up with the idea. We're really proud of it. I would actually love to give it another go.
I would too.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would too.
We're rotating different ideas on our Along Commander series, so yeah, we'll eventually get back there. I think so, for sure.
As soon as
Hey,
we get another rotation going.
Yeah, and right now we're doing a rotation of we're doing all the colors. Each player is going to be playing all the colors because me and Rob are new to Magic, and it'd be nice for us to know how to play each one of the colors. Someone played one of the weakest colors in Magic to the extreme of what the color could be. But-
We'll talk about that in a second.
But getting back to the game, nobody brought. So there's in the current standard environment, there's 3 ways to destroy lands that aren't spells, and nobody brought any, or they didn't draw them.
Yeah, I
Or
brought.
they didn't play their card right.
Yeah, I brought the card, and I needed card draw, and my card draw kept getting killed every single turn.
Sorry.
Hashtag Rob kills me.
So Rob decided
Hashtag Rob kills us all.
to take care of the immediate threat rather than become the threat.
Yeah.
Which actually it made for a better game because then y'all would have just seen everybody kind of flop around for the next 25 minutes while he assembled a win
dominates the
con.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so basically what wound up happening was that after the board was wiped 6 times, I was
I
able
wonder
to,
who did that.
Yeah, I was 4 of the 6 board wipes.
Yeah.
After that, I was able to play my Golos and get Maze's End and use Guild Gates as the win con because again, nobody had any ways to interact with it out on the field.
So what does Guild Mazes
So-
End do?
It's a Zodia. It's basically-
Back in
Heck with the
Return to
rules.
Ravnica block, they came out with this new type of non-basic land called Gates, and they were basically on the plane of Ravnica. There are 10 guilds, and each of those guilds has an entrance to this extravagant labyrinth that if you run the entire labyrinth successfully and get to the center, you actually become the leader of the guild pack. So
You
that's
are
just
the
a
guild
quick.
pack.
Yeah, you become, yeah. So that's just the quick and dirty of the overall story. But
Thank
in
you.
the game, how they
I feel so
represented it
dirty.
was with guild gates that represented two colors for each guild. So red, green, blue, red,
Yeah,
black,
yeah, yeah,
white,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
on
yeah.
and so
Yeah,
forth.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's a land called Maze's End that enters the battlefield tapped. It has an ability for 3 and tapped. Return gate Maze's End back to your hand. Search your library for a guild
Guild gate.
card, a guild gate, and then put it onto the battlefield tapped. Or no, it's just put it on the battlefield. Then, if you control 10 or more guild gates with different names, you win the game.
Exodia. It's exactly like Exodia in my opinion.
So,
Kind of.
Golos is a great commander because even though he's an artifact, his color identity is all 5 colors. So he has a when he enters the battlefield ability that says search your library for any land, put it on the battlefield tapped. And then he has an additional ability for 2 and 1 of each color that says exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them during this turn without paying their mana cost.
Yeah.
So I was able to use a combination of both of those abilities to assemble all 10 guild gates for the Maze's End win.
Yep, and my Lily that I had out
Hey,
there
Davis.
has this ultimate that if it gets to that point, you can take 9 counters off of her, and again remove almost everything from each player's board, and
Yeah.
that would have totally negated anything Joe was trying to do with those gates.
And it would have
But
he wouldn't have been able to win at that point either.
yeah, the play that I had was I had her up to 8. She needed to be at 9. I had a way to get that counter up by 1, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I had a card called Karn's Bash, and you tap it for you pay 4 and you tap it, or 3 or tap it. I think it's 4.
It's for
And then
proliferate.
you can proliferate. So that means you add one a counter to whatever has a counter on it.
On your
She
side.
had 8 on my side of the board. Yeah. So I didn't do that. I decided to stack some creatures and draw some cards, and yeah, that cost us the game, and that cost us another hour of our lives.
So I want to be real though, real quick, because Mike, we got to get credit. We got to give credit to Mike because he came out of the gate swinging. This dude had artifact. He had an artifact themed Tezzeret deck, Master of the Bridge, which by the way is my favorite version of Tezzeret. He has a nice little +2 ability that says, well, he also has a nice passive ability that we'll get to, but his +2 says deal X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts you control. So Mike, in the space of 5 turns, was able to get his Tezzeret out and have 4, 5, and 6 artifacts. So each turn, he was doming us for 4, 5, and 6. By the time Rob got out his beautiful, glorious misplay, which is around turn 9 or 10, we were already down to like 12,
14.
10,
Yeah.
14 life.
Robert helped him also in that sense too.
I'm a helpful
Well, I
guy.
spell
What can I say?
swindled Lily once. He tried to put it out there, and I spell swindled it once.
That's right.
True.
That's right. That was a really good. So, not to say that nobody didn't have anything to do with this game. I think Chris had less to do in the game than anybody else
He
did.
had a bad day in general.
Yeah. I was
So-
playing Kenrith. Kenrith is basically like can do everything in the game on one card, and
But he couldn't land a creature to save his life.
well, he
or
kept
save
getting
their life.
killed.
Yes, board wipes.
I don't know how.
Rob.
And then
But I want to say
I had a
go ahead.
states where I could start getting things going. Then all of a sudden, all right, Robert, I'm passing to you. Well, I'm just going to kill everything on your board, so just go ahead and take it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
No, once everybody started taking damage from my artifacts, you guys would not let me have any more.
Dude, we
Yeah.
had to
No
cost
artifacts
you
for
out of it.
none.
So
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. Davis, we play every Thursday night at Doc's Comics and Games over at Frisco. If you wanna, I think we're trying to get a group together. Not this week, but maybe next week. But yeah, and then you might catch us on the weekends too.
Faux show.
So getting back to Mike being a threat early. So Mike was pretty much the essential threat to us
once.
for the first like 10 turns. So we spent it's this week. Thanks, Ryan. So Davis, catch a set docks this week, and I
Tomorrow.
believe it's casual modern, which means that if you should have the Avengers Infinity and the X-Men stuff, but if you do have those are completely legal and you're good to go. So getting back to the threat, Mike was the threat for the first 10 turns, and then it flopped over to Rob was the threat after that
And I
for the
should have
next
won.
5 to 6 turns, and then I just won out of nowhere.
Yep.
I mean,
It
to be
was
fair, you were
fantastic.
telling us, "Oh, if you don't destroy these lands, I'm just gonna win," and we're like, "We don't have anything to do."
Yo. So that was a fun game. It did go on longer than it had to, and why break the trend when you can do it twice and spend 4 hours playing Commander?
They were fun 4 hours though.
They were a
They
fun
were
4 hours. And our second game,
I don't
we
know
played the
about
mono.
that.
Maybe not for
Well,
Chris.
not
He had a
so
bad
sure.
day.
He really had a bad night.
Our second game, which we put out on Friday, is our mono color commanders. I was running white, and like Chris said earlier, it's one of the weakest colors that everyone keeps
is.
telling me.
It is the
Man.
weakest color in Commander.
For
But
me,
you made
like
it sing.
I
You made it
feel
sing.
I like mono white. Honestly, I really like wiping the board.
Some
It's
people
my
can
favorite
run it,
thing to
bro.
do.
Some people can run it.
Hold
Some
on.
people can run it.
How many board wipes did you have in your deck, Robert?
I think he said 9, was it? Or 8 or 9?
Maybe 7. Hold on, let's see. I'm looking at my card
Because
list.
you played at least 3 of them.
There's Dusk.
You-
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna look it up right now.
But so what I think the key turn though was actually this time it was on me, right? So Rob's misplay won me the game last game, and then my misplay won him the game. I was trying to get rid of
My
what was I
stuff.
trying to- No. I was trying to get rid of something on Robert's board.
Oh, God, what was that artifact?
I chaos warped an artifact that he had that was no, it was an enchantment that he had that was giving him a really good advantage to his board state.
Cage Sun.
Cage.
That's what it
what it
was,
was.
Cage Sun. So he had a really good advantage with that Cage Sun, and me thinking that I didn't want his creatures to be big enough to survive my shenanigans. I was like, I got to get rid of that Cage Sun because it was giving all of his creatures +1/+1 and doubling his mana. So what I did was I decided to Chaos Warp his Cage Sun. That gave him a Mind's Eye.
Well,
He was at 1 card during this turn. He was at 1 card. So I could have literally just Chaos Warped something else and moved on.
to be
I was
fair
like-
though,
I think I stole it later.
it was the good move. It's just it immediately
time.
did not
It
pay
just
off.
backfired. That's all. It
Yeah.
just backfired. I literally
So-
had 8 board wipes.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
So you played 3 of them. You played 3 of them that
Beautifully, by the way.
game, and then I played 1 of them,
Yeah.
which was neat.
And I didn't have any.
You didn't have any that game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with my
I think I
mono
had-
white, I was running Daxos, Blessed by the Sun, which is from the new Thero set. So whenever a creature enters the battlefield, I gain a life, and when a creature dies, I gain a life. So you can just imagine the kind of shenanigans that happen with that. At one point in the game, I had 108 life, so that was ridiculous.
I know. I tried to hit you as hard as I could, and didn't even matter. You're just like, I'll take it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
he hit me with like about 50, I think.
Yeah.
No, 30. I think it was 30 something.
It was
was,
something
uh,
to bring you down to like 51 or
Yeah,
50.
And then you
I
gained
think
all of
I
it
took
back.
2 hits.
You
Yeah,
just
I
shrugged
took
it
2
off.
hits.
And you were like, nah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just not gonna block.
Yeah. So what I did was I had a Johnny's Pride mate out there, and it got destroyed like immediately early on. So I ended up getting a Johnny's Strength of Pride from the M20, which is a planeswalker that allows you to create a Johnny's Pride mate that gains a +1/+1 counter whenever you gain life. So by having Daxos out there and a Johnny's Pride mate, I was able to use a card that let me bring out all kinds of tokens. So I was using, oh, where is it at? It's not Marshall.
Finale of Glory.
Was
Yeah.
that it?
Yeah, Finale of
allowed me to
Glory.
get all the tokens. Yeah, Finale of Glory. I paid 12 into it, or 10 plus the 2 that I had to pay. It allowed me to create 10 soldiers and 10 4/4 flying angels.
That's what
So
it
that's
was, yeah.
20 creatures entering the battlefield
60
all at one
power.
time. Yeah, and so I was able to get my Johnny up to 20 something. I think at one point he was up to like 32.
That pride mate was ridiculous.
Yeah, so I ended up playing a card called Subjugator Angel, which
Oh.
whenever that card enters the battlefield, I tap all of my opponent's creatures, and this was uh, all due to Rally the Ancestors. So Rally the Ancestors allows you to bring back a certain amount of cards from your graveyard.
With X or less, and you had 4.
Yeah,
You
Yep.
had
so
4 into the X cost.
and it was cool because Mike actually stopped me from doing it the first time. I had to play it twice in the turn to win the game. So I just had so much mana
really
at that
tried
point.
that game.
I had so much mana at that point that I was able to play that same card twice. I got Subjugator Angel on the stack, and it tapped everyone's creatures. And Mike had so many creatures on his board. Joe had some on his board as well.
I had
By
one.
that point, Chris was dead at that point.
Chris.
He was dead at that point. I knocked him out with my angels. So once the Subjugator Angel tapped everything, I played Sunblast Angel. So Sunblast Angel says when it enters the battlefield, destroy all tapped creatures. So I literally brought the guy in, tapped everything, brought the other guy in, destroyed their entire field, and just swung in, and everybody was dead. And it was
not a good
glorious.
feeling.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was amazing. It was such a good combo. I had
It
never been
was.
so happy about winning a game in my life.
It was
So
glorious to
I
watch.
will point out that normally other colors have a way of digging through their libraries to get that. White does not. It relies on things like Mind's Eye. It relies on cantrips to help draw cards.
Well
Only
of
one at a
Lost
time though.
Dreams.
Yeah. It has to rely on artifacts or other sources that sometimes aren't in its color in order to do so. You didn't have that accessibility until I had that warp into the Mind's Eye.
Yep.
Once he got that mind's eye, I was able to draw those cards,
Yep.
man. He was in
Yep.
like flood.
And by the point, at one point, Mike stole it from me with his
It was
commander.
too late at that point. You
And
already
it
had
was too
everything you
late.
needed.
Yep, I had so many cards in my hand. I was just
You-
waiting to use them.
Yes. You had the
And-
right combination of cards out in the battlefield at the right time.
And he was
was a perfect
cackling the
storm.
whole entire time.
It was so good.
It was good. It was a solid earned win, even if I did help it a little bit. I won't say that I
Yeah.
helped it a lot, but it did make
Yeah.
a difference.
Oh, you won
It
the game
didn't
for
matter.
him.
I don't know about that though.
I don't know. I made the combo, so
Yeah.
you know. What I mean?
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
like
you know?
he played the
You had
Rally
it.
the Ancestors, he played the Sunblast Angel. Had he not played those cards, it would have been
Yeah.
a completely different story.
Yep.
And me, I drew nothing but lands for like 8 to 10 turns in a row.
And I felt really bad because Chris was playing a really cool bear deck that I've seen
the
it do
bear deck
something.
is so great.
I've played
Yeah.
Mike with it and beat him on turn 5.
Mike, why don't
Stomped
you
me easy.
tell us about your stuff, because I feel like you haven't said much about what's been going on with your decks, and I thought that artifact deck that you were running was ridiculous.
No, see, I was playing mono blue, but instead of playing a lot of counters, which really blue is known for, I was playing
Joe.
blue artifact. And I love playing artifacts. So with my commander Memnarch, when I can get him out there, I can spend about 7 mana to turn something into an artifact and steal it. And that was my whole point of what I was trying to do. I was hoping to just take everybody's stuff and win. I was also playing with a card called a Mycosynth Golem, which Mycosynth Golem has affinity for artifacts that gives all my other creatures affinity for artifacts, which my commander is an artifact, a legendary artifact, who's also mono blue because of his ability. So the most brilliant thing to be able to throw out the Mycosynth Golem, because you already have so many artifacts out there, then just throw your commander out there for free was great. So I started throwing out tons of artifacts using Mystic Forge. With Mystic Forge, I can play cards off the top of my library. I can look at it any time. Well, artifact creature, play them for free. Go ahead, rinse and repeat. So I was able to throw tons of artifact creatures out there. I just could not keep up with the 20 creatures that were
With
out
all
on the
those
field.
6/6
Honestly,
flyers.
Especially
Yeah.
with the flock of angels coming around, just destroying and wrecking face everywhere. It was just nothing.
So honestly, Mike had the second best deck showing there because he had Master of Ethereum that was a 23/23 at one point.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
he was huge.
And it was amazing. And it
And
was
I ch-
giving all of his 1/1 mirrors buff.
And I chump blocked it with a 1/1 soldier, and it was
Yeah, he was just like, man, or just took it and was like, never mind.
Yeah,
More life
you took
coming.
it the first time. You were like, I'm down to what, 70? Okay.
yeah.
Something hit me.
I think I was like, oh man, I'm down to 80 now, guys.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. But yeah, both of those videos are up on our YouTube channel, so feel free to hop over and give those a watch. We digested it into nice little bites for y'all to handle instead of the 4.5 hours that we spent on that.
Yeah, and the other misplay that happened the entire time was obviously I had so much life. My Ajani has an ultimate on it where it costs 0, but as long as I have 15 more life than my starting life, I can exile everything right from my opponent's.
Everyone else's creatures and artifacts.
So I could have cleared everyone's board, a board wipe, especially Mike. I would have screwed Mike over so bad.
I'd have had it coming.
And yeah, and that game probably would have been over way sooner.
I was
So,
trying to do everything I could to kill that Johnny's the planeswalker so much.
but I wouldn't let him.
In between lands
was
that I was
like-
drawing.
I was like,
The few
not
cluster connection
today.
got there.
So it's a good game, guys. It's a good watch. At one point, I get frustrated because my microphone's cutting out, and I kind of get a little angry and ghetto. The hood comes out of me a little bit. So if you're interested in seeing that and hearing that, check that out.
I think I've got a few in there as well.
Yeah.
One of those games.
I was like legit frustrated with my microphone. I'm like, fuck.
I think I did fix the audio issue where Mike was like blowing the ears out of everyone in the previous video.
Sorry.
So it's a whole lot better in the second one. So
Yeah.
and
That's good
Joe
stuff.
played Zada.
Yep.
So
So
it didn't really do anything because it was so oppressive. Like me and you didn't do anything. It seemed like.
no. I did stuff, but it wasn't until much later. So I played a Dockside Extortionist, which is an amazing card, and generated 18 mana worth of tokens. That was that same turn that I wiped the board by dealing damage to everybody, and again I prioritized getting rid of all of Rob's creatures.
Yeah.
And so instead of doing that, I probably should have just aimed the Chaos Warp at his other just biggest threat, and then I would have been able to swing in. But I think at the time you had stuff that was, you had that stupid little.
The oppressive guy.
The 2/1 for the advisor for the 2/1 for 2 that opponent's creatures enter the battlefield tapped.
Yep.
Yes.
So
it was
even if
so
I
good.
could do something, I couldn't. So Zada specializes in making a bunch of creature or tokens, and then giving them haste with a cantrip. But because she has an ability that says, whenever you target her with a spell that only targets her, create a copy for each creature you control that can target that creature, and then you cast all those copies. So meaning if I had something like a target creature gains +3/+0 and haste, I would cast that on her, but if I had 4 other creatures, I would make 4 other copies for those creatures. So then I would have 12 plus power in addition to whatever the tokens were and Zada. So I was able to put together a game plan, but I wasn't able to get anything because he had that Sovereign out.
And you
That
just couldn't deal with
stupid
it.
tapped stupid creature.
On the turn that I did decide to do something, it wasn't very effective, and I probably should have held off. I probably should have done a Chaos Warp on something that would, matter more.
Yeah,
He still would have gotten the Mind's Eye though.
And board wipes didn't help. Either,
No, because part of Chaos Warp is that he shuffled his library. There was a good chance he wasn't going to be able to get the Mind's Eye.
I still feel like it was going to happen. It would seem like it was destiny for his white deck.
something went into the deck and then something came out, and it could have been this. It could have been the Mind's Eye. It could have been something else. But yeah, I think that when you did that, I think the next turn is when I did my Phyrexian thing. No, I had creatures
It was
on the board.
Phyrexian Rebirth.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I did have
God.
3 creatures. I put that out there. I did a board wipe, and I got
A
that
15-15.
The
15,
token, the token got +1/+1 counters equal to the number of creatures that got destroyed. And thanks to Mike and his artifact making machines over there, I was able to get a whole bunch of creatures. So it was a
So
15.
Chris was able to actually destroy it with Reclamation Sage, thankfully, because he had already taken 15 damage from that thing.
No, he didn't. He was about to.
I had to do it because Robert's
knew it
like,
was down
I'm going to
there.
kill you first, Chris, because I feel like you'll destroy this first. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to.
So the Reclamation Sage had 3 targets. Chris had to prioritize staying alive, unfortunately, because there was 2 other really good targets. There was an enchantment and an artifact that Rob
I had
on his
Smothering
field.
Tithe. Smothering Tithe,
Oh,
Mind's Eye,
Smothering
and the
Tithe.
Phyrexian Rebirth token.
Oh,
So
He
he
was-
had to.
whatever it was.
It was like pick the lesser of the evils.
Pick your poison.
Really,
the
yeah.
thing that was going to directly affect me the most was the 15-15 because Robert promised he was going to kill me with that. before I
He
played
did say
Rexy.
that.
I did that to make you waste your cards. I wasn't gonna actually punch you.
You've said this before after we played a game that you actually have done it before, where you're like, I'm gonna hit you with something, and you wind up hitting me with it, and I'm like, God.
Can't give away my secrets, man.
So it was a really fun game full of heads up plays that really, honestly, they challenged your thinking. Like Mike had a few heads up plays that he had to make during that game. Chris and I both had heads up plays that we had to make. We had to decide like which one is more valuable at that time. We did proper threat assessment for 2 out of the 3 decisions that were made.
Yeah.
For 5 after the fifth round about the table, I was out of the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't looking too good for Chris. He just had a bad day because we played both games on stream on Twitch. So if you want to watch us play Commander on Twitch,
And see me
we'll
bitch.
put it. You can listen to Chris complain about what
No,
everyone's doing.
no. Chris does the hemorrhoid thing. He does the gross. Yeah.
Yeah, he worries about what everyone else is doing. He thinks that people are going to do things to him all the time, so he doesn't play things. And then he regrets it later. He's like, I should have done that. I should have done like, yeah, you should probably do that.
And see, I usually feel the same way. I felt the same way with my brawl team and stuff like that because I knew I was going to be a threat. So as soon as I hit you guys the first time with Tezra, everybody's like, no,
Yeah,
no.
that was a proper assessment there, Mike.
That was good. Yeah, you became the threat, but
and-
you also had enough creatures in play to deal with that, though.
But I understand where he's coming from in that thing. It's just like, I know as soon as I lay this out there, everybody's going to be like, oh, no, and jump right on top of me. So I get that.
The problem is I'm using past history as my from previous games that I've played with Joe and Robert, and I need to stop doing that because Joe and Robert have won every game, period, on stream.
And I'm not good, so that's
You
sad.
say that.
Listen to you. Listen to
Say
you.
that.
So we've played and recorded 8 official episodes. We've actually played 10 games, but out of those 10, we've recorded and live streamed 8. Out of those 8, I've won 5 and Rob's won 3.
Oh wow.
On one of them, I should have won, but I played a card that I told myself I was going to play,
And Rob won that game.
No, you won that game.
Oh,
Yeah,
did I?
like the
Okay.
Dovescape,
Yeah, the Dovescape.
yeah.
I was totally going to just destroy everyone at the table. I was like, oh, it's the card I said I was going to play if I drew it. Oh, man. I shouldn't have.
Yeah, it was fun, guys. If you get a chance, check out the videos. They are a little long, obviously. If you want to put it down in the background and just listen to us chat, that's
The
great
banter
too.
in those episodes was actually some top tier stuff.
Yeah, that's really good. Sometimes I'll just put it on and listen to my voice.
I hate hearing my voice. So.
Yeah, I don't. I'll
It
put
was
them
a
on and
great
watch them. They're
night,
fun. It's a
It
really
was-
good way to go back and see how you're playing and what you could do better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's a
tell
good
me how
way-
bad I am playing the whole entire time afterwards.
Well, no. It's a good way to see the guys in the game room in a more natural environment, a casual environment, like just
Totally.
like taking digs at each other. But the
Tapping
thing
man
that
and have
Chris
a
said
good
was,
time.
yeah, the thing that Chris said was correct though. Proper threat assessment means that you put yourself in the state of the game as it's currently being played, not the past 2 games, or not judging the current situation based on who the player is known for being.
Right.
And more like, how does this affect me? How is this going to affect me 2 turns from now? Am I dead from this? Like, that's proper threat assessment. It's not, oh, well, Chris usually plays this style, so I don't think he's going to do it. Or Rob's not going to ultimate that Lily. I have to play like Rob is going to ultimate that Lily. So you can guarantee that I will be politicking if I can't do anything about it. I would be like, hey, that Lily is going to ultimate. You better do something about it. Just like I was with your plays, Mike, with Tezzeret. I was like, hey, guys, we've got 3 turns on Tezzeret. And every time you guys were like, yeah, I'll do something about that.
Well, see, with his with Robert's Planeswalker, I said we need to take care of it. I was the only one hitting it, unfortunately.
Again, I couldn't do anything about it at that time because I wasn't playing a lot of creatures. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I was playing lands, good sir. Lands win the game.
Yeah.
And nobody was letting me keep any artifacts out there, so I didn't have any creatures.
We couldn't. If we let you play him one more time, I think we would have lost the game on the spot.
Yeah.
Probably.
No, you did good. Because I would have.
We are 5 minutes over. Mike, you want to just let everyone know what we're going to be doing on our next Commander games?
So our next Commander games, we're going to be doing Theros Beyond Death commanders. So we're going to be using commanders from that set specifically. We're still using cards from all the other sets, of course, that are Commander legal or whatnot, but our commanders are definitely going to be from Theros Beyond Death. And also our next mono commanders are going to be coming up next. So everybody's going to be switching their colors up and playing something different. I know I've got white this time. Hoping to shine just as good as Rob, but I doubt it.
I got red. I think I do. I don't remember. Do you remember?
You
what
have
everyone was
red.
assigned, Mike?
You have red.
Okay. I don't remember. I have a bad memory.
Yeah.
That's why I play Magic so good, because I forget what things do, and I just do things and they happen. I'll
Chris, what
play
do you
so
have?
good.
And Joe, I think you're playing black, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, it was either black or green.
All right.
Pretty sure it was black.
And I'm playing blue.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I think Chris is gonna win this one.
I
Honestly,
don't-
guys.
What
I got
in
my
the
fingers
history
crossed.
has told you this?
Chris loves to counter people's crap, so
You
We've
can't
got
counter
one
spells
coming.
if I'm having him discard.
oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, you can't make me discard stuff if I counter your spells.
Sure, you can try to counter a turn 1 Thoughtseize.
Have any of y'all
I
started
can.
working on your
My
decks?
I can.
I've got mine pretty much built.
Oh, nice.
I don't have anything built because Mike sent us like 10 pounds of cards that we're still organizing.
Thank
I
you
have
for
no
that.
idea what you're talking about. I have no idea.
Thanks for that, by the way, Mike.
Yeah.
That's
No,
awesome.
you guys are most welcome. And you guys always help me out and stuff like that. Was the least I could do.
Appreciate you.
Some
All right.
old stuff in there.
So
I was happy to
we
get
have
some.
we have our Beyond Death decks created. Well, I know Mike and I do.
I don't.
Our monocolored is a different story though. I'm still trying to put that.
My mom
all
was
together.
done, and then my
okay.
Dalicos is on its way.
I need
Dalicos. That's right. I need to help you out with that. I need to help
Mhm.
detune it.
Okay.
I need to
All right.
practice my deck for one thing.
Okay.
Same here. Yeah, I definitely want to get some.
Robert's trying to end this
You're
stream.
just like.
Yeah, we're over.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
Have a good night. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Okay.
That's going to wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Check out our website, crgr.rocks, for all our latest info. There you'll find a link to help support us via Patreon. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Join our conversations on Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for hanging out.